Disappointing 2-1 defeat against Leicester today. Not the way you wanted 5 o'clock to come?
No, definitely not. It's disappointing day. Listen, I think it's been obviously we've just had a chat in there, and if everyone's honest, we've just not been good enough today for what we would expect. We had a chat before, obviously Alston last week, the highs of that, and then today we said about let's not drop the level and let's continue the good form we've had. And the reality is we've dropped our level, and Leicester Nirvana, they were a team that wanted it more than us, which is, listen, this league's difficult with that. Every team, they come here and they want to win. We know that, and it's just disappointing for me that a team that, you know, is nowhere near the playoffs, and they've been on a good run of form for sure, but a team where we are with trying to get to third position and the opposition wanting it more than us is difficult to take. It's difficult to take as a manager, seeing your team like that. You know, the lads need to take responsibility with what they've produced today, and that's just a reality of it. Obviously, they went down to 10, and second half we were better and we created more opportunities, but just not good enough today. No, kind of nowhere near, and that's just me being honest with it. And it's been a really tough afternoon and frustrating.
What do you think actually went wrong this afternoon?
I think physically they were good, and we struggled with that. So in the duels they seemed to be better than us, which is not something that we normally struggle with. And whether that's down to their desire, like I just spoke about, whether it's down to their physical presence, we'll need to look at that and see kind of why that happened. And yeah, they scored 2 good goals, goals that could have been defended better with being braver and putting more pressure on the ball around the edge of the box. The first one flew in top corner, so you've got to give them credit for that. The second one comes out and we've got to put pressure on the ball and block and be brave, and we've just let it go through us, and that's just not good enough. So that desire to defend for your team and to defend your box and put your bodies on the line wasn't there today. And like I say, that hurts me, because in the situation we're in, you should see a team that has loads of determination and motivation to go and grab hold of this game and win it. So whether it's, I think the physical side was one, and then maybe the mentality, maybe them thinking it's going to be easier than what it is today. I'm not sure, but the one thing I'm sure about is that team wanted it more than my team today, and that's why they won the game.
And I think that the gap between us and third place is still 1 point, with St Neots beating Rugby today. So third place is still the plan, if not second, if we can get there.
Yeah, look, every time we've spoke about trying to push for third or push for second, the lads have let themselves down. So we just got to focus on the next game now. Focus on the next game and try and win and see where it takes us. Obviously, we know the lure of trying to be at home. The lads know that. But how we performed at home today compared to how we performed away last week was better away. So I don't know. Look, of course we want to try and finish in a position that gives us a home playoffs. But first of all, you've got to secure that, and we've lost the game today. So the teams below have been doing well, and we just make it harder for ourselves. And we've got a knack of doing that, where we make it harder for ourselves when really it should have been easier than what it is. So the lads got to deal with that. They've got to deal with what they've delivered today, and they've got to go and put it right in these last 3 games of the season to make sure, first of all, we secure the playoffs, and let's see where we end up.
And then you think a bit of revenge for next week against Daventry? Obviously knocked us out of the Vars.
Nah, no revenge. I don't think like that. It's just about us doing things right and playing the game of football. Obviously Daventry, we know, are a good side. They're a good side, obviously higher in the league than what Nirvana are, and pushing for the playoffs, and got experienced players. So we know it's going to be challenging, and we just need to regroup. I think the lads need to kind of reflect on what they've done today and what they've delivered. We'll obviously watch the performance back and then go from there. But it's just it's a difficult one to take today. It's one of them, you try not to get too high, you try not to get too low when you lose. But today, losing that in the situation we're in is really difficult to take.
And obviously the matchday sponsor has just picked Jack Saunders as his man of the match. Was he the performance today?
I would say, look, I think there's a lot of players today that are not at their level, and I think Saunders always got the endeavour to try and change the game. You can see that, but overall there was not enough quality there. For me, in particular, one player, and we said it after the game. I thought Denny come on and showed that moment of brilliance with that goal, and he's done that a lot lately. He come on last week and was really creative. So Denny's been one at the minute that's stepping up in the big moments, and that's what players got to do. You know, the top teams in the big moments, the top players, they need to step up and deliver. That's why they're top players for this level. And today we've just not done that. But you know, if we go back to the Saunders one, I can see why he's been given the man of the match just through his endeavour to try and do something positive in the game.
Awesome. We'll see you next week, Ash.
Cheers.
See you, mate.